This is AFTV VIP, the official web app with members-only content, has no ads and a live in-game match center. The bias predictor, it has daily polls and the AFTV 11 selector. Just one click away. Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily Extra, giving you an update on what's been happening so far in the transfer window. And it does look like Mustafi is going to be on his way. He will be leaving Arsenal. Mustafi, of course, I've been telling you guys all month has been linked with a move away. It looks like it's finally happening. It was all depending on a couple of things. Ozan Kabak, who currently plays for Schalke, the 20-year-old centre-back, he was being linked with a move to Liverpool. And that deal is going through. That deal is happening. And Kabak is joining Liverpool, which means that Squadron Mustafi will now be going in the other direction. His representatives are currently over there in Germany sorting out the deal. And Mustafi, as long as nothing goes wrong with the medical, etc., will be a Schalke player who'll be able to link up, of course, with Kolasinac, who's also gone to Schalke. Schalke have been in a bit of trouble this season, especially at the back. Do need an experienced centre-back. And, of course, it's a return to Germany for Mustafi, of course, who is German. So it's looking like Mustafi is definitely heading to Schalke. The talk is that he terminated his contract with Arsenal, that it's been done by mutual consent. Of course, his deal is runs out at the end of the season, and he would have been a free agent to move then, but it looks like he's come to agreement with the club and he will be leaving to join Schalke. I want to get your thoughts on that. Another deal that looks like is going to happen is Joe Willock. Joe Willock has been heavily linked with a move to Newcastle on loan from now till the end of the season. Again, another one we've spoken about extensively here on the show as a possibility. It looks like it's happening, and that he will go on loan to Newcastle for the rest of the season. Newcastle also were interested in Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but it looks like it will be Willock who will be heading up there to the northeast to play for Newcastle. And I think that'll be a very good loan for him. He wants to get game time. He's now behind Smith Rowe, who's broken onto the scene and is a first teamer. Of course, we brought in Martin Odegaard as well. He's going to be behind both of those. There's going to be a lack of game time for him. Him going to Newcastle, for me, would be an excellent loan deal, playing for a good team with some good players, and he'll be able to get a lot of game time. So that looks like a very positive move for him. But what about Ainsley Maitland-Niles? That's the interesting one. Where will he end up? There's been loads of clubs after him. Leicester 100% wanted to sign him. We've been talking a few days ago about the mystery top 4 club that wanted Ainsley Maitland-Niles. That is Leicester City. They wanted Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but Arsenal have refused that loan move. Arsenal have said, no, we're not going to send Ainsley Maitland-Niles to a club that could be rivaling us for any of those places in the top 6. And that makes sense to me. I mean, could you imagine if he went to Leicester won the league or got into the top 4 and we missed out, or got into the top 6 and we missed out? There'd be meltdown from our fans, and quite rightly so. Southampton was said to be interested in him as well, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like he could be heading to West Brom on loan from now till the end of the season. One of the sticking points apparently on it is that Maitland-Niles is telling all the potential clubs that he wants to play in midfield. He doesn't want to play as a right back. He wants to play in midfield. He doesn't want to be a utility player either. So, but West Brom seem to be the club that seemed the most interested in him right now. So we're going to have to wait and see how that one pans out. Also on Reiss Nelson, still no news on where he could be heading. There's a lot of talk saying that he's staying and that he's not going to be going anywhere. So Reiss Nelson at this moment in time doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere. No news on any incomings. There was a lot of talk about Patrick van Aanholt, but as of right now, there's no talk on Van Aanholt. So still no left back coming in, but we've still got quite a while to go in this transfer window. It's 3:35. The window shuts tonight at 11. Let's get your guys' comments on it in this update. Jamsey said, Robbie, any news on Willock? Well, I just gave that. Willock going to Newcastle. As I said, it's looking very, very likely, unless, there's anything wrong with any medicals and that, and we wouldn't expect that. He's been fit and playing. So Willock looks like he's heading to Newcastle. Free and Chill says, I don't blame Ainsley Maitland-Niles for staking a claim on his position. True. If you're going to go out on loan, go out on loan in the position that you really, really want to play in, which we've known for a very long time that he wants to be a midfielder. That's the news that he's that's coming out of Arsenal, is that he's saying that he wants to play as a midfielder. Slightly off topic, Danny Official says, Don Robbie, any updates on Saka? Heard he's been training today. So, that's good. He could be fit possibly for a game tomorrow. The only Apex legend says Schalke definitely going to get relegated now. You lot are so harsh, man. Give the guy a break, man. You know what I mean? Give the guy a break. There was one I wanted to do here. Just missed it. I'll try and get back to it. Matt Dennis says we still need a left back. We do. Still no news on a left back, but let's just see what happens. There's still a lot of time going in the window. Greg says, so we've paved Mustafi. We've saved paying Mustafi the last 5 months of his contract, but are down 35 million on the transfer fee we wasted on him in 2016. It is what it is. Some transfers work, some transfers don't. That one failed miserably. He was supposed to be the answer to our defense. No, it wasn't. It was definitely not the answer to the defense. So I think, listen, if he moves, again, it's an excellent bit of business for Arsenal. This transfer window, think of some of the business they've done in removing players that are not really needed at the club. Ozil, Kolasinac, now Mustafi, Socrates, excellent business getting rid of those guys, right? Removing them out of the club, making them go on to play and enjoy themselves. So it's happy for them and happy for us. Money off the wage bill, and players that are just not hanging around the scene, you know what I mean? Disgruntled, annoyed that they're not playing. I think it's a great bit of business for Arsenal if that deal gets completed for Mustafi, which is how it is looking at the moment. Hyderach says, Robbie, tomorrow, do you think Odegaard deserves his full debut? Could happen. I really do think, we just played on Saturday, a game straight away on the Tuesday. We've got to look after Smith Rowe as well. This was the whole point in bringing in an Odegaard, to increase and improve the squad. Odegaard would be great. Kevin Sullivan says, Liverpool and Arsenal working together. He says, right, I don't know about working together. It's just that, Liverpool wanted Ozan Kabak. They've got their man, and that's freed up space for Mustafi to return back to Germany, to Schalke. And I think it'd be a great move for him as well. I mean, I know Schalke have been terrible this season. They're really, really struggling. But he's back in Germany. He'll know the club well. He's obviously good friends with Kolasinac. He's already there. Great for him. Great all round, I think. Iderax again says, hi, Robbie, what do you think about Tierney's injury? Wasn't in training photos today by McFarlane. We desperately need a left back. We do. And I think Arsenal should be trying to get a left back before the window closes. There's still time. But, no noises yet about a left back coming in. Lewis, excuse me. Lewis says, what's going on with Balagun? No news on Balagun at the moment. In fact, the talk on Balagun is that he could stay. So, excuse me. The talk on Balagun is that he could stay and that he may not leave in the window, but just play till the end or stay till the end of the season. Not great. Dave Jr. says, I really want us to sign Bertrand. Excuse me, a bit of cough here. Frog in the throat. It's not looking like Bertrand's going to happen at the moment either. Really not looking like it's going to happen. I said on the show this morning, it'd be a very, very difficult deal to get sorted, and it's starting to look that way, and it's looking like they won't let him go. Rusty said, Odegaard been voted the signing of January. And finally, all the deadwood has gone. Hopefully, we can get a new left back. If we could get a left back in today, I would say, under the circumstances of this window, which has been pretty terrible for, buying players and that we've seen because of the pandemic, I would say it's been a very, very good window. Tyler Lopez says Eddie should have gone on loan. Tyrese T says David Luiz contract extension. We know that Mikel Arteta's already come out and said they're not going to talk about that till the end of the season. Tar says, any news on Van Aanholt? None at the moment. Looks like Van Aanholt could be staying at Crystal Palace. However, there's still time. There's still time for a deal to get done. Reese says, any thoughts on Ainsley Maitland-Niles swap for Matty Longstaff? I don't think it's going to be a swap. It's just going to be Ainsley Maitland-Niles going there on loan. So it won't be any swap. And let me get one more in because we're just doing an update here. Destroyer says Van Aanholt would be class. Well, we need a left back. And I want to see a left back come in. But at the moment, there's no talk or any rumors yet of a left back, but it could still happen. There is still time. So those are the, I thought we'd just give you an update on what's going on at the moment in the transfer market as regards to Arsenal. And once again, the big news is that it looks like Mustafi is going to Schalke. Schalke have sold their centre-back, and Mustafi will be going and joining them. His representatives are over there at the moment in Germany, getting the deal done, and he will be moving to Schalke. He's terminated his contract with Arsenal to pave way for the deal. And, Mustafi will no longer be an Arsenal player. We're going to be keeping you updated throughout the day on all the breaking news regarding transfers. So make sure you keep it locked here on AFTV. But that is the news right now. And let's hope we can get a left back in.